Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. The governor of Rivers State, Governor Wike, has finally declared his stand in respect to two trending issues in Nigeria, talking about restructuring and secession. Don't forget that last week he flooded the news because of call it tragedy that took place in Obibo, where we heard that there was a clash between the military and the Igbos, military Igbos, and the Hausa community. But this time around, he has come out to make some very strong statement about what actually happened in Obibo and also the issue of restructuring and cessation. But before we continue with the details of the news and for the analysis, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. And the news have it that Rivers State Governor Wike has advised persons agitating for cessation to rather demand restructuring of the country to attain desired unity. The governor insisted that those with divisive tendencies should join persons clamoring for a restructuring of a country to usher a united Nigeria. According to him, he said, we need the unity of this country. What everybody is talking about is the restructuring of this country. If we are practicing federalism, let it be federalism. We can't be talking about federalism when we are practicing unitary system of government. A statement signed by Wike's Special Assistant Media, Kelvin Iberi, said the governor spoke when the premier of the All Nigerian Anglican Communion, Most Reverend Henry Chukwuka Ndukuba, led a delegation of the church to visit him at the government house, Port Harcourt. The governor said that the people of Rivers State had lived peacefully with Nigerians from other parts of the country, regretting that criminals under the aegis of the outlaw indigenous people of Biafra IPOB misconstrued the peaceful disposition of the state to carry out treasonous activities like hoisting their flag in Rivers community. He said that Rivers was peaceful during the NSAS protest until IPOB members unleashed unprovoked attacks that killed 6 soldiers, 4 policemen, and destroyed all police stations and court buildings in Obibo. He reiterated that the allegation that he ordered soldiers to attack Igbo people living in Igbo was untrue and politically motivated. Wike said he had not imposed curfew based on security advice. There would have been bloody confrontations between Hausa and Igbo community. He implored the church to continue to pray for Nigeria because the country was apparently sitting on a cake of gunpowder. He said, and I quote, this is the time for the church not to be docile. This is the time for the church to speak out. When society is bad, it affects the church. When governance is bad, it affects the church. No matter how we look at it, nobody can run away from it. Things are not working well in the country. The way the country is supposed to be is not where we are. Even when you are in the pulpit, it is an opportunity to speak to your members that things are not well. The governor, who said as a Christian he had no apology for handing over the state to God, announced a donation of 500 million naira on behalf of the Rivers State government to support the Anglican Church Education, Development and Mission Fund. The governor urged Ndukuba to advise the church to obey the COVID-19 protocol, adding that based on the security report at his disposal, the church were lacking behind. In his remark, Ndukuba said, in a time of uncertainty in the country, the church was very proud of the step and stance Wike had taken on critical issues. According to him, he said, we come not only to encourage you as the Lord encouraged Joshua. We believe as the Lord was with Joshua, he will be with you. He will strengthen you, and under your leadership, this state will know greatest development and peace. The Lord God Almighty, who called you and gave you this opportunity, will not leave you nor forsake you. Only be strong and courageous. We're proud of you. We are very proud of the step you have taken, the stand you have taken, and the way you have demonstrated your love for God and for the people, because governance is a scared trust. And indeed, we have seen you demonstrate that very All right, you've heard what Wike had to tell the people about the issue of cessation and the issue of restructuring. Restructuring has gained a lot of support from the governors, because the truth of the matter, let's be real about it, the truth of the matter is that the governors are going to benefit better. Yeah, Nigeria is meant, democracy in Nigeria is meant to hoist, federalism. We are meant to practice federalism where power will be more for the governors, that's more for the states than for the central. Right now, we're practicing unitary system of government and all of that. So all the governors are really supporting it. But I feel at this point that it's needful to address some issues and address it very well. What's the reason why certain group of people are agitating for cessation? And this issue of restructuring that we are talking about, how possible would it be? What will be the benefit of this restructuring? Because when we are looking at this issue of restructuring, let's try to tell ourselves some quality truth. And that truth is that power will go back to the state. Now, the people at the state level, can Nigerians trust them? Can they use that opportunity to prove to the whole world that they can salvage their own state from the present situation they are, and that also they will curtail the level of corruption that we have been seeing thus far? Because when we're talking about restructuring, I'm not so keen about, as much as I am keen about it, but at the same time, we have to understand that power will be returning to the state, and this same state that we're talking about will, the whole show they will be like a country. So now, if you have a kind of governor who is oppressive, a governor who do not care about the people, a governor who is not innovative, because some of the states that we're talking about here, some of them do not even have, scarce resources like oil and the likes. They need to be, innovative to a point whereby they discover the strength of their state and begin to take advantage of the strength of their state naturally. That's what I mean by strength of the state. Talking about the scale resources, that's natural resources, human resources, and all of that. You've got to discover it. This is who my state is, or this is the things, the characteristics of my state. I'm going to make use of it and explore and get to this level. That is what will make federalism reasonable. But if we find ourselves under leadership where our governors are not innovative enough, they are not creative enough, they do not even understand the system enough, they do not understand that the people need to be catered for. I can tell you the whole truth that it will make no sense. The only states that will be enjoying a great deal will be states that already they have natural resources. For example, River State, they will enjoy a great deal because most of the exploration and everything is done there. They have oil so much. But how about other states who do not have? You realize that some state will nosedive a great deal. Yeah, we know that when you're talking about federalism, it will generate a lot of competition among the states. But then we have to also look at how equipped are the state government, to make use of this opportunity, exploit it very well, and be useful to their own people. That's where it really hangs. But the issue of cessation, before we address the issue of cessation, it's important for us to tell ourselves some quality truth, which is that the people who are seeking for cessation, what is the reason behind their constant strive to secede from the country? Is it that they have lost hope? Can we prove to them that if we are being restructured today, we will strengthen them and we will make them feel that truly they are under a good leadership? Those things are overly important. So I want you to go to our comment section and let's look at these issues very well. Let's discuss it precisely, especially when it comes to the issue of restructuring, the issue of cessation. What do you think? What's the best choice that one can make at this point? Can you trust the government enough that when power comes to the state, that they will not be like the center currently? we've heard a lot of things happening at the center. We've heard a lot of issues that are yet to be addressed. Is it the same thing we're going to be seeing down there, or is it going to be more oppressive? The rule of law, would it be respected, and all of that? Because when it comes back to the state, they will have so much power, they will have so much influence. Possibly there will be something like community police. There will be something like the state government being in charge of virtually everything. Would they use that opportunity to oppress the people, or make the opposition to disappear and all of that? Will they enact some laws which will be detrimental to the people and all of that? Let's discuss that in our comment section. Thank